again. I'm sorry I have been a little bit gone for the last few weeks, but I've just been dealing with a lot. Well, let me see. So where do I start? Holidays happened and I was busy. Then, I've been just having a lot of problems with my shoulder. I have a very bad rotator cuff tear. And I had that MRI for that. And it was diagnosed. And I even had to push my doctor. I had to be my own advocate because he was like, oh, it's not that bad. In the meantime, when the tech had called me to give me the results, he said, you have a significant tear. And then my doctor was saying, no, it's not that bad. But, he says, do you want a shot? I said, no. And I started crying. I said, bullshit, I started crying and I said that, no, I couldn't be in this much pain if nothing is there. So I've been fighting that. So finally he approved to go in and do surgery in my elbow. We're talking about all my left side. I had my right side done several years ago. I want to say maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And now I've been dealing with my left shoulder, and it's just been excruciating pain. So my elbow also started acting up. So I had my elbow surgery maybe 2 years ago or so. And what the doctor told me was that and I don't know if it would be, correlation to it, but I have something that they call hypercalcemia, which I produce too much calcium, excuse me. So what my doctor said to me when he first did my first elbow was that the muscle detaches from the bone and he goes in there and drill holes and, sew it back up. So he did this one first, then he did this one, my right. And when they did my shoulder for my right shoulder, they did my right elbow as well. So I had 2 surgeries at the same time, which, I was going to be down with that side. So I said, might as well, let's do it. So I went to see my other doctor for my elbow, and I said, I am in too much pain. So he ordered an MRI, which I had. Today is Wednesday. I had it on Monday, and I'm supposed to see him on Friday. And I already told my shoulder doctor that he needs to speak with my elbow doctor, just in case that they need to schedule the surgery at the same time for my left side, which I want it done because my elbow is just too much pain. My entire left side, it is excruciating pain. I can't drive too much. I can't be holding the wheel, like this, because I can't have my shoulder elevated. My elbow is just a mess. It's a complete mess. It's depressing and the pain, and it's just, the pain is excruciating. If any of you have ever had a rotator cuff injury or a tear, it is so painful. So my shoulder, my rotator cuff surgery scheduled for the 20th, which is next Tuesday. So today is Wednesday, so I have Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I have 5 days before my surgery for my shoulder. So I am seeing my elbow doctor on Friday to give me results of my MRI, because when I went to see him, he said, you want a shot? And I said, no, I don't want a shot. I've been getting shots there already. So I'm going to see him on Friday, but I did tell him that I am having surgery on the 20th, and if he wants to do surgery, he better do surgery at the same time, since I'm going to be done on that side anyways. So I've been getting prepped for that. I went out and I bought on Facebook Marketplace. I bought a reclining chair, which is very nice. I really like it. So I'm prepped on that already, and just my daughter said that she's gonna have one of her employees blow dry my hair the night before, so I can at least have my hair a little bit manageable for a few days after surgery. But yeah, I've been like just dealing with this pain. It's so bad. I can't sleep. And when I finally find a good resting place for my arm, on top of my legs, on my side, I fall asleep, and then my shoulder kind of like flips back, and my shoulder is just twisted. It's bad. So I've been doing that and just trying to manage this pain so much. So I am so sorry I have been out in MIA, posting videos, but I just been dealing with this. So hopefully, I'm gonna show you how to deal with post-op on shoulder surgery, rotator cuff surgery, and see how that goes. I'm just so sick and tired of being sick. Because I have had other issues. I broke my ankle in two places a few years ago. I think it was in 22. I broke that, and it still hurt. And the weather makes your bones ache. So if there have been any injuries, you suffer that as well. I am sick of the winter. I am just sick of it. I am just, yeah. I don't want to come to this video and just bitch and whine, about my life, but I just wanted to bring you up to date to what was going on. So right now I'm going to see my primary care physician to get a physical and some blood work done for my surgery as well. And get ready. Then Friday I have my elbow doctor appointment to give me the results from the MRI, if I don't get a call before then by the technician. And the weekend is going to be just preparing for the surgery. But I do have another video coming up that has to do with, Christmas. Even though today is, the 14th of January, and we are, 3 weeks past Christmas. But it is what it is. So let me know what you would like to know about me. What would you like me to talk about, or just if you have any questions about surgeries and such, especially a rotator cuff surgery. Just let me know. Ask me any questions, and I will try to answer them. I will try to answer them as soon as I can and as much as I can. So I hope you guys are having a good day wherever you are, and just be good to each other and be good to yourself. And as always, Carpe Diem.